Up, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of Emphasis on Sports. I'm your host, Damon Anthony, and as usual, we talk about the current goings on in the world of sports. As we know, it's been about the Olympics. The Olympics is going to close on Sunday. Looking forward to the final ceremonies, closing ceremonies, and the transition from France to LA, where the next Summer Olympics are going to be. That's always really cool. Now, we all know that the last event is the men's basketball final. So, speaking of men's basketball, let's get into it. So, earlier today, France knocked off Germany to earn their trip to the final. Pretty much everybody figured that was going to happen. Germany was kind of my dark horse to challenge the USA team, but France they have great ball players. Wembanyama, Gobert. They're actually kind of stacked. Have some good NBA talent, and they're very athletic and they can ball inside and out. So kind of saw that coming a little bit. But the biggest news of the day was the U.S. men's basketball team. They won 95-91, but they had to do it in comeback fashion. They entered the fourth quarter, I believe, down 13. What it looked like was Serbia jumped out to a good lead in the first, and they just kept punching, kept swinging away. They forced a lot more turnovers out of Team USA, which they took advantage of. Now, Steph Curry did have one of those Steph Curry games, which is going to go down, especially if this team gets a goal. It's going to go down as probably the his biggest Olympic moment and one of the biggest moments for this team. He dropped a 36 piece and he was raining them like Steph Curry. He absolutely was. But Nikola Djokovic, the Joker, he has Serbia ready to rock. They balled. They did what a lot of people expected. It really seemed like they did a little rope-a-dope for the first game and just kind of said, all right, man, y'all can kick our ass. We'll see you later. And we're going to come with a much different style, much different way to play. And they came out and gave the USA team all that they could take. I mean, for a minute there, I honestly thought that we were going to lose that game. But we didn't. We move on to the final against France. Should be this Sunday. Should be a hell of an environment. Hell of a game. Saw a lot of huge stars on the sidelines of this game, checking it out. We'll see the same thing on Sunday. Guarantee you that, right? Elsewhere in the Olympic world, the women keep rolling on, keep marching. They won their last game by about 14 points, which is a little close against Nigeria, but it's not. I really think they're going to roll right to the goal and they'll be just fine doing what they're doing. Our streak of 3 straight Olympics in women's water polo has come to an end, y'all. Australia took us out today. Congrats to the Aussies in a very close game, 1-goal game. Hey, some things come to an end. We get it. We understand. Salute the ladies of the women's water polo team. We will see you in LA. Y'all were very well spirited. Awesome team. Shout out to Flavor Flav. Just, part of what makes the Olympics, that thing, right? In the track and field world, Noah Lyles failed to capture the 1 and the 200 like he wanted, like he expected. That's the only reason I say failed. The man actually came in third, got the bronze medal in the 200. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say failed because if you're the third best in the 200 and you're the first best in the world in the 100, you're damn well faster than me. But through things that he has said and how he has carried things leading to the Olympics and through the Olympics, he had great expectations on winning this one himself and becoming that dude that he knew he could be and he knows that he can get to. Didn't happen today. Hey, look, you're the fastest man in the world at the 1. Don't even trip. Don't let the naysayers pull you down or say nothing crazy. You're great, Noah. You're great. All right. Congratulations. Big time. Respect all that you do out there. Elsewhere in the Olympics, man, we're doing our thing in track. We're absolutely doing our thing all the way around. 400 female hurdles, take home the gold again. This is kind of what we do. Um, Jamaica didn't really put a halt to us at all, like has happened in years past. So we've been able to kind of do our thing. The medal count has been spread around a little bit, but we are leading. We are doing what we do when it comes to the medals. Speaking of medals, something I was thinking about, and I've kind of seen it at all the Olympics that I've watched, where the home team, probably due to the pride of the fans and just the support of the fans, home cooking, if you will, some of those things, the the host country usually has a huge boom in medals, and or at the very least, um, competition, right? I've noticed it with France. I've seen a lot more of the French players and the French teams in semifinals and finals. Um, to be honest, and I'm used to in certain areas. Right now, going into say basketball, I can understand that. I saw that coming. When I look at women's basketball, nah, didn't really see that coming per se as far as them advancing as far as they had. Seen one of their teams in table tennis. Seen a lot of the French world, the French athletes, do a lot better than they typically do, which has been great. But it made me think about some of the past Olympics that I've seen. So whether it's in Tokyo, whether it's in Rio, whether even in Winter Olympics areas like Beijing, the last Winter Olympics in Beijing, the medal count has a dramatic swing towards the host country. Now, us as America, we come with so many damn athletes. We come with athletes and everything, and they're pretty damn good at what they do. Our medal count is always going to be a little higher than everybody else. But I was really thinking, man, in 2028, when it's in LA, how many medals are we going to have? Like, how crazy is it going to be? People are going to be on their home turf. People are going to be, really surrounded by their loved ones. Because when they're in another country, your loved ones really can't travel with you. There's too much going on. Of course, there's going to be an Olympic Village and things like that. But that when you look out in that crowd, most of these athletes are going to have a loved one there. Maybe not a family member, maybe friends, people that they know. They're going to have a little bit of a moment. And they're going to be a little at ease. That's going to be really cool to see. Wonder how that's going to go. Really also want to wonder how the locations are going to be in LA. I want to see. I think that basketball is going to be at the new Clippers arena. Um, Maybe gymnastics at the Crypto, right? Um, I think from what I understand, they're going to turn SoFi. They're going to make that the pool. Even though that would probably be a good track area, but there is also the Rose Bowl. There's the LA Coliseum. All of that's in a pretty good area. That's not too far. Surfing, I don't know. I don't know the landscape that much because that doesn't happen in a structure per se that I would know. That's going to depend on the coast, the waves. Got to think about the sharks too. Got to think about the sharks. That's crazy. One thing watching the Olympics that I did see is the kayak and like whitewater things. Those sports. That's actually going to be in Oklahoma because they have the indoor facilities. So I wonder how much of this stuff is going to stretch out of the LA area because one would think that they could do maybe track at the LA Coliseum and soccer at the Rose Bowl. You would think that there's enough locations, enough places. Vegas is only 3 hours away. Is stuff going to be there? Is things going to be in San Diego? That may be where surfing is. Where's golf going to be? I mean, do they want to actually have it in LA or do you want to use Pebble Beach? Who knows? But it's going to be interesting to see. I've said before, I'm actually holding a little money there because I have to go to the Olympics in 2028. I don't know what the hell I'm going to see. I want to see the opening ceremonies. I would love to see a little bit of everything, but I have no idea how much it's going to cost. I just have to be prepared because I want to go. Since I was a kid, I wanted to go, right? So I'm going to tune in as soon as we get off of here, catch up on the Olympics this evening. Everything that I missed during the day, we'll talk about that tomorrow. In the NFL, the biggest thing going on right now is Brandon Ayuk. Is he going to be traded? Is he going to take a contract? Or are we going to just say, hey, you got to play or don't? Who knows? Now, 2 days ago, there was the big hubbub that there were a couple teams involved in trade negotiations. The Patriots and the Browns. There were players and picks, all that, right? Then Patriots dropped out, and then, hey, maybe the Steelers. At this point, for the betterment of all parties, let's just get something done. Let's just get something done. Hey, look, preseason games officially start here tonight. That's happening. That's going on. BA, you need to get healthy. Whether you're playing in San Fran, you're playing in Cleveland, you're playing in Pittsburgh. Let's just move the dial, get something going so everybody can get past it. If you understand what I'm saying, I'm not upset with anybody. I don't really have a bias either way. Let's just get this going and get this moving. All right? Just be something really good to see. We need it. Everyone needs it. That being said, see y'all tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. Peace, love. Be good.